So hey students, welcome to NCERT Solutions by Vedantu, where we find solutions to all the problems which is given in your NCERT. This is Basavaraj. I'll be your biology master teacher. I'll be solving questions from the chapter Human Reproduction and also all of biology. Now, let's quickly look at the question. What does the question say? Describe the structure. Describe the structure. Okay, let me just go back. That was your answer. Can we describe the structure of seminiferous tubule? They're asking you the structure of seminiferous tubule. Before the structure, you need to understand what is seminiferous tubule, right? What is seminiferous tubule? We know testis. Testis is made up of around 200 to 250 compartments. Testis is made up of around 200 to 250 compartments called as your testicular lobules. Testicular lobules. Now, inside this 250 compartments or testicular lobules, we have around 1 to 3. We have 1 to 3 highly coiled structures. These highly coiled structures are called your seminiferous tubules, and this is the location, this is the exact location where sperms are produced. This is the location where sperms are produced. Now let's look at the structure of it. They are asking you to describe the structure. So in order to describe the structure, you need to draw the structure. So I advise you to draw the structure and then describe it instead of just describing it. So we know seminiferous tubules are present at least 1 to 3 highly coiled structures. They are present inside your testicular lobules. Now, next information is the the seminiferous tubules has two type of cells. The seminiferous tubules has two type of cells in the inner lining. What are the two type of cells? The two type of cells are your spermatogonia, as well as Sertoli cells. Now these are the two different type of cells which are present inside the seminiferous tubules. Now if you look at the structure of each one is a seminiferous tubule here. Each one is a seminiferous tubules. Inside the seminiferous tubules, as I mentioned earlier, you can see two different types of cells. The first type of cell is your spermatogonia, which undergoes, let me change the color of the pen. Spermatogonia, which undergoes meiosis and produce the sperm. Meiosis undergoes and produces sperm. Then we have Sertoli cells. Sertoli cells are also called as your nurse cells. What do? They provide nutrition. They provide nutrition to the growing germ cell. Clear? Now, if you look also inside, there is also called as spermatozoa. If you have learned spermatogenesis by now, you need to know spermatozoas are your sperm cells. Clear? Now, that is the structure inside the seminiferous tubules. What about outside the seminiferous tubules? If you look outside the seminiferous tubules, this red area is called as interstitial space. Now, in this interstitial space, we can find blood vessels. That's why it's red in color. You can find what? Blood vessels. You can also find what? White blood cells. What do you mean white blood cells? In the NCERT says a line. Other immunologically competent cells. They are nothing but your WBC. That's a trick NCERT is playing with you. They're not telling you directly exactly what is present there, but they're telling you immunologically competent cells. Those are your white blood cells, also called as WBC. Now, what is the most important? Now, in this interstitial space, you have something called as interstitial cells. Also known as Leydig cells. These Leydig cells produce the male sex hormones. What are the male sex hormones? The male sex hormone I'm talking about here is the androgen. Also known as testosterone. That is the description of your seminiferous tubules. So you need to know what is seminiferous tubules, what is the function of seminiferous tubules, that is production of sperms. Inside the seminiferous tubules, you have two different types of cells, inner lining, Sertoli cells as well as spermatogonia. Spermatogonia undergoes meiosis and produces the sperm. Sertoli cells provides nutrition to the growing germ cells. Then you have spermatozoa, which is the sperm. Then you also have interstitial space. In interstitial space, you have blood vessels, WBC, and interstitial cells. Now, these interstitial cells are also nothing but your Leydig cells, which produces your male sex hormone. That is your androgen, also known as testosterone. There it is, the entire description of semiflush tubules. If you like the content, if you are able to understand the concepts, like the video, subscribe to the channel so that you do not have to miss any content on this channel.